Trunk descent.
Sunlight. I've been dreaming of it for months. But it's hard to enjoy alone.
Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Subnautica. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So, big things today. This is our very first post-launch video of Subnautica. And as you can see, our original save is still here. Actually, I did some reading and I found that it seems that really, the final patch just added in the last of the story and did a lot of bug fixes. So, yeah, we're able to continue playing with Growler here.
Oh, joy. So glad to still be here under the water, which Growler hates, with some stupid disease that they changed the name of.
I like the name, Chase. Thought it was a good idea.
I don't care what it's called. Get me cured.
All right, jeez. Growler can be so touchy. So I'm using a little bit different setup today, and the reason for that is sort of more good news here. Tomorrow, AT&T should be showing up to upgrade our internet. Decided to stick with AT&T. I thought about switching back to Comcast. So Comcast has, at least in my experience here where we are, Comcast has a lot better internet service. It's a lot more reliable. For the most part, the upload speeds are a little bit better than AT&T for comparable download speeds. But the upgrading with AT&T was, well, the upgrade was free. It's just, the increase in the monthly cost. Whereas, we probably would have spent a couple $100 to have Comcast come out here. So that seemed like the easiest way to go. And, once I got it scheduled, it was just a couple of days before they were ready to come back out. So with that in mind, I'm hoping that the upgraded internet is all we're going to need to allow us to stream. So hopefully we'll be able to stream soon. And so I'm using a slightly different setup today. Trying to set things up so I can test out various options for streaming because, well, just because some of the stuff you need for streaming is a little bit annoying to me. It's annoying for me not being able to see things, and I don't have a dual monitor here set up, but I still do have that TV I was using before. So I'm sort of using that as a second monitor. And I have the OBS panel open on that so I can see. So that way, I'm streaming, I can see what's going on in terms of changing scenes and things like that, which is I want to use. I suppose I don't have to use, but I want to use for streaming. So anyways, let's get into this game. So if you didn't see, I found the, well, actually, you know what? Let's move on to the game and I'll talk while I'm going. Alright, so as you can see right there, I did get the beacon placed at the backdoor entrance to the Lost River and named it Lost River Backdoor because we all know how much Growler loves the backdoor.
That joke wasn't funny the first time you told it.
I thought it was funny. So what we really want to start doing now is looking at getting moved and getting a permanent base set up. And as I said before, one of the first things that I'm concerned about or want to do when we do a new base is get the big submarine built. So let's get some materials here. We need that and that. Do we need anything out of here? Yes, we do. We need enameled glass. And we need these. I think that's everything. So let's go. Oh god, I hope I have the I hope I have this thing placed somewhere where it's not going to crash us right down on top of the base. No, it's definitely not placed where it's not going to crash the thing down on top of the base. Nope. If I can get the... Come on, get the right buttons, Trigan. Okay, so we want to place this thing so it's not going to be destroying our base when we release it. So let's try right about here. Put that back on our toolbar. Okay. Are you facing? Okay, yeah. It's interesting that it always faces the same direction, or at least seems to whenever you put it out. Do we have all the stuff we need for this? Oh, that's interesting that you don't automatically get the, whatchamacallit. Oh, this is different. Oh, that's right, because we have the rocket now. Launch platform. Oh. I wonder if, is that like a floating? I wonder if this thing is like huge. Not expensive to build. 2 titanium ingots, 1 computer chip, and 4 lead. But we can't leave until we get cured. Lead. I knew there was something we were forgetting. So I started to say, I watched the launch video last night, which is really interesting. Sadly, it did make it, because it was late to begin with. They had a lot of technical difficulties getting started, but even the time it was scheduled was late. So by the time they actually officially launched the game and had the final patch out there, it was too late. I wasn't going to try to record last night. So this is one of those rare occurrences of me recording the morning that I'm going to put this out. So this video might come out a little bit later than usual, because I'm going to go straight from recording it to rendering it.
Be advised, the Cyclops is designed to be operated by a 3-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
Oh, no problem. Growler's very experienced.
Growler, you're experienced at wielding an axe.
So, Growler's experienced.
Yeah, but not as a helms person.
What's a helms person?
Oh dear. Okay. Let's get in here. So it was really interesting finding out about... Oh, and if you have not seen the cinematic trailer, do. It's cool. It's done from the point of view of... Who was it? Paul Torgal? No, Paul was the father, wasn't he? Whoever the kid was. And actually, wait a minute. Okay, let me out of this. Can I open this? Yes, thank you. What was this? Oh, that was just the Cyclops thing. Let's see. Degassi. Bart. It was written from the point of view of Bart Torgal. And the log they're showing, I think, is... Was it this one? I think it might be this one. Let's listen to it.
You see, Chief, you brought us to this.
No, that's not it. That's Aftermath.
I have had it with you, risking our lives.
No, that's not it. Oh, come on. I wanted Bart Torgal's...
You see, Chief?
No, that's the one we were just playing. Oh, that's because that's not the... This is the one I wanted.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go,
Engine power
I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
So yeah, that's part of the voiceover in the cinematic trailer, and the cinematic trailer is really great. I really liked it. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'd really like to grab a piece of that to use as the lead-in on this video. But it was really interesting. Oh, there it is. It was really interesting seeing some of the just the chat with the developers. I had no idea. They talked about how the company was in bad financial shape. That even after Subnautica launched, they had to take out a loan in order to finish the game, and they were just making enough money to eke by. They weren't making enough to make a profit. So they were, they were on hard times, and it surprisingly and cool enough, I guess it was some of the big YouTubers who got involved and got interested in the game that really made it for them. That was really what got enough sales going on for them to start making a profit, and also that they didn't have any direction, really. I mean, they started the game, they had all sorts of different ideas, including, sadly, co-op, which they abandoned. It was one of the things, as they said, they really hated. It really was gut-wrenching for them to abandon some of their early ideas. But co-op play was one of the things they had to abandon. It'd be so nice if that's something they were able to either support the modder who's working on the co-op mod, or go back with a DLC or an expansion pack later on and add co-op. They are talking about that, like they said, 80-90% sure they're going to add an ice biome, a frozen biome, with an expansion pack. It will be a paid expansion pack. But I got to tell you, I have never been a big fan of the early access program. I always thought it was horribly abused and was bad for a lot of reasons, because it tended to... I'm rambling again instead of doing what I'm supposed to be doing, aren't I? I'm sorry. I don't even know where I want to build, so let's take this out. Let's take the mini sub out and go have a look, and let's get some water in us first. Some food too. It's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Come on, let me... Oh, for goodness sakes. Can I please just... Oh, they're growing. That's why I can't pick them up. There we go. Why? Because it's been too short a time since I last did that. Let's go ahead and grab these guys. Grab the extra water. And we'll put the spare salt in there with the seeds. And we'll keep those waters. Okay. So yeah, we'll go out and take a look at our building site here and get an idea of how we want to start this. I guess they're saying they really didn't have any direction. So, let's see, we are almost due west of our current base. Alright, off we go. They didn't really have any direction. They had all sorts of ideas. They had to cut a lot of those ideas, but it was input from the community and I guess they said that watching YouTubers play, or Twitch streamers as well, I'm sure, really helped them out a lot, because they could watch and see exactly, what people were enjoying and what they weren't enjoying. Now, I was one of the people who wasn't real pleased with the move towards a more hostile environment, but the proof is in the pudding, as they say, and they definitely made that change worthwhile. They crafted one heck of a story out of this. What looked originally like it was going to be more of a another survival game. It was going to be an undersea survival game, which I would still love to have. If this had been a co-op undersea survival game, it would have been fantastic too. But the story they've crafted is really awesome. I really hate the way the terrain pops in like that. I hope that's something they can continue to work on. Sort of feel like I missed something. I don't remember ever taking that particular path before. I think I know what path we went across there to get to this. Okay. Now, oddly enough, this exit is real close. I'd forgotten that this exit is real close to the oh God, what's it called? The blood kelp biome. Wreck. Here we go. Here it is. Down here. See how dangerous this is down here. The last time I was down here before starting this series, it was pretty dangerous. There were crab squids galore down here, but when I was down here the other day in our last video, it was pretty peaceful. So the question is, where do we want to build?
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
Yes, we know. We've been there. We came out of that hole. Ah, there's a warper. There's another warper. I just heard him. So, oh, and that sounded like a crab squid. Maybe they were just waiting for us to come down here so they could start spawning in. So yeah, here is the entrance right here. If we follow this in. So I'm really torn because I would love to build down in here. And we've done that in the past. I love this biome. It's just a great biome. Look at that whole waterfall there. It's so pretty. And these, I think, are new. I don't remember these orange top guys here before. But wouldn't it be cool to build our base? They're at that sort of waterfall spot where I was getting burned and going, what's burning me? There's nothing here to burn me. Duh, except for the hot thing right next to you. Oh, we got some gel sacks. Cool. But also here, where it's because it's just so pretty, it would be great to build here.
Building's all very nice, but how is this going to get Growler cured?
You know, Growler, we have to get down here to get the cure. The cure is down here, basically, so...
Oh, well, let's build down here, then.
Okay. So here are some of these guys. What's the temperature like? We could use thermal plants here. Okay, that's just... That looked mechanical there for a moment. So we could definitely build here. How close are we to the crab, to that, Oh, he just got to be right over there somewhere. So there's the skeleton. Remember the big skull? With the big skeleton where the Ghost Reaper, I think that was, attacked us? It's right over there. We're at the other end of that skeleton. I would love to build over here somewhere. That would just be so cool. I wonder how hard it would be to get the sub down here. Doesn't look like it would be too bad. It's a lot better than the other, where it's just a straight shot straight into the river here. Ugh, stupid phone. lost track. There's my beacon. Lost track of my beacon. Yeah, it looks like we could bring the submarine. We just come straight down that trench and then turn and come in here. We should be able to do it. Which was my hope with this entrance. Maybe it would be simpler to get in here. And at least in the Lost River, we don't have to worry about warpers. And I haven't seen any crab squids in here, which I consider a good thing. Just looking for spots we can build. I mean, we're up on the stilts, so we don't have to, it's not art, where we have to, you know, worry about how rough the terrain is. So pretty. I also don't want to block this if we want to be able to get the submarine down through here. Boy, traversing some of this will be really tough with the submarine. But it's probably going to be easier than traversing the other one. Maybe. Maybe easier. We will see. Yeah, I'm thinking we don't want to block this, so probably not going to build there. So I think we're looking at either building up top. Trying to keep an eye out for, let's get our defense system on. Keep an eye out for that Reaper. So yeah, I mean, there's a big open spot. There's like a big hill up there. And it is right next to the, Sea Treader's path. So that's very handy there. But I sort of feel like I wouldn't mind building like right down here. And have all sorts of fish smacking into us. Scary noises down here. How are we doing depth-wise? We're okay. Just keep an eye on our depth to see how... Yeah, we can get all the way to the bottom here. Not until the next area where it gets deep enough where we can't do that. Oh, the three little rivers. I think that's new. I don't remember... There were definitely not three little rivers pouring down into here before. There were not these little pools in here either. This was just a big flat area the first time I came down here. And then they added this... But now they've actually raised that up on a little area and put rivers flowing down into this. Whoa! What's the temperature here? Pretty hot. Did we just go over? It must be this vent over here. We must have gone close to it. You know, this might not be a half-bad spot right here to build our base. Oh yeah, and have some windows looking out at the skeleton. Let's see what that look like without lights on. Stop here. That would be too cool. And then if we had windows looking over there at the river or at the waterfall, and there's the entrance to the research facility, and then we've got all these thermal vents around here. We would have no power problems whatsoever. Actually, we may have heat problems. Just get out and see how badly burned I get just being out. Yeah, that would be a problem. Okay, we can't build right here. Oh dear. Now over here is the entrance to going down to the lower area. And I have built here before. Who's biting at me? I don't see anybody. I hear them. Yeah, this used to be real peaceful. They did add some nasties down, but I don't see any nasties. I don't know what was biting at us. You know, might end up just building in the old building spot I used before. Even though we have an electric eel here now, we didn't have him before. Why are you here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, he's not one of the electric guys, so we can zap him. Oh, that's the one that was probably making noises at us over there. So, yeah, this might be our spot here. It's far enough away from the heat sources that I'm not going to get burned when trying to build. Water temperature is fine, 25°C. It's pretty warm, but it's not going to be damaging us. Getting the sub down here to deliver parts could be a problem. Because I don't want to have to make multiple trips down here with that. So I don't know, we might end up building a second cargo thing on this and using this thing after all. We will eventually need to get the big sub down here, I think. Yeah, I think we definitely will need to get the big sub down here. I don't think we can do the whole thing in the prawn suit. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. We are out of time for today. Sorry that this was so much of me rambling instead of playing, but as you know, I wanted to share stuff that I'd seen in the update stream and update you on what's going on for us, and you know, take a look at where we're gonna build our stuff. This thing, you know, and I did read this really is some sort of a gigantic egg. Well, look at the luminance around there. Alright. Anyways, that's it for today, folks. Whoa, it's really hard to see. Holy cow. If you enjoyed the video, tickle that thumbs up button for me. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And we will see you in the next video. Have a great day, everyone.